Hey everyone, my name is Jessie and welcome back to my channel. And so for this week's video, I thought I would do something a little different because I have never made anything like this on my channel before, and that is beer bread. And yes, that is exactly what it sounds like, and it's absolutely delicious, and I'm going to show you how to make it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is prep our loaf pan, and I just have a regular standard one, nothing too crazy. And we're just going to spray with some non-stick cooking spray. Okay, and now we are just going to set this to the side till we're ready to use it. Okay, so now we need to start on making our batter. And so we have 3 cups of self-rising flour, and yes, it needs to be self-rising. You're not able to use all-purpose because there's special ingredients in self-rising that is going to make this dough rise. And then we have our sugar, and then of course we have our beer, and I'm just using 12 ounces of domestic beer. You can use whatever kind you want. And then I am using 3 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, so what we're going to do is just pour our sugar into our flour along with our beer. And it's going to make it nice and foamy. And just give that a good mix. This dough is going to be a little lumpy. That's okay. You just want to make sure there's no like flour pockets anywhere. Make sure it's nice, well, and incorporated together. Okay, so our dough is nice and mixed. It looks kind of like this. I don't know if you can see it or not. And again, it's going to be a little lumpy. That's okay. And so now we're just going to put it in our loaf pan. Let's see if we can do this. Oh my gosh, you guys, you can literally, of course, smell the beer. I mean, it's beer bread, of course you can smell it. But oh my gosh, this is going to be so nice and moist and absolutely delicious. Okay, so now we're just going to take our spatula and kind of even it out a little bit, just so it can bake evenly as well. Okay, and so now we are going to put this in a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes. Oh my gosh, you guys, it just came out the oven. It's nice and hot, so let's test it out. And it's nice and clean. Okay, so now what we are going to do is take some melted butter and pour this all over the bread. And I am using a whole stick of butter. I know that sounds like a lot, but this is a thick loaf, and you want every inch of this loaf to be covered. To be nice and moist, and you want to do this while it's still warm so that the bread can soak up all of that butter. Just continue to do this until your loaf is covered all the way through. And I know this seems like a lot of butter, but you want to make sure you get down to the center of the loaf. Okay, that looks good. And so now we are going to pop this back in the oven for 10 more minutes, and then we can cut into this. Oh my gosh, you guys, here it is. The bread just came out of the oven after being in for that extra 10 minutes. It's still very nice and warm. And I wanted to let this cool before taking it out of the pan, but I just couldn't wait. But just be careful when you're taking it out of the pan, it's still very hot. And so I'm gonna let this try and cool down for maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. I'm really trying to control myself so I don't burn the roof of my mouth. But this looks so good, and so I'm gonna let this cool down for a second, and then we can cut into it. Okay, so it's been about 3 to 5 minutes. I let this cool down for a little bit, but I can't wait any longer. We gotta cut into this. So, and I'm just using a like serrated knife, a bread knife. It was still very hot. be careful when you're doing this. Oh my gosh. You guys, this looks absolutely amazing. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see all of the air pockets, and it smells absolutely amazing in the kitchen right now. So now let's give it a try. This is absolutely amazing. It's nice and moist from all of that butter, but you still get the taste of the beer, and it's absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it. Double thumbs up. And so if you like this video, which I hope that you did, please give this video a like, and don't forget to click that subscribe button along with that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. But until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye.